Couple last things. I mentioned the computer system. I mentioned the credit cards. Marketing, number one. The other thing that's changed my life is employees, good and bad. So I've had some employees that, oh my gosh, I should have fired them a year earlier. I think I'm smarter in that area than I was 4 years ago. I've grown a lot. Still screwing it up, still learning. That's how I can give advice because I still screw up enough stuff to, be able to tell you what not to do. But employees, man, you get the right employees, wow, they'll change your life. Guys that'll come in that's hungry, or when you start making some money and you can hire the employee away from a company bigger than yours, and the guy comes in and he says, hey, this is how we did it at that company. These are the systems. This is what we did. This is what worked. Yeah, we tried that and that and that. No, none of that stuff worked. This is what worked. When you can start hiring the employees, and it's a stretch. When you hire that first employee, where you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to spend the $1,300 a week to pay this guy, plus matching his payroll taxes and whatever else, and you're thinking, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but he's a stud. Go for it. Pull the trigger on that because those guys can make you. I have not. So you look at my lawn care company now. I did not single-handedly build this company. I did not think of every idea we're doing. I did not hire every employee we have that's really great. It wasn't all me. So we brought some guys onto the team that rock. Some guys that have helped us. I just brought them onto the team. And then those guys, said, hey, we should do this. And I said, I don't know if we should do that. And they said, no, we should really do this. And I said, okay, you might be right. And we did it, and they were right. They were dead on. And we did it, and we're a better company because of it. It wasn't because of me. Had it been all left to me, if they hadn't argued their case, then I might not have done some stuff. So I attribute great success to hiring good employees. I get like that much credit because I made the right hiring decision. I give the credit to those guys. They helped us in a major way. I learned all kinds of stuff from the guys we've brought onto our team. So don't devalue the team. So marketing, systems, bring those right guys onto the team. Don't be afraid to stretch yourself and hire a stud that's coming from another team that's got 15 years experience, that's watched all the good and the bad at his previous company. Don't be afraid to bring that guy on if he's the right guy, because he'll take you to a level that you're not going to go on your own. You can't possibly know everything. If you are the smartest guy in your company, you're screwed. Seriously, you are long-term screwed. You're never going to be the big company. You got to start bringing on guys that know stuff you don't have a clue about, you don't know anything about. And you've got to bring them on and trust that they know what they're doing. You got to use your common sense to veto certain things they want to do. You got to give them freedom to run and freedom to screw it up. But when you bring on A players, they'll take you to the next level. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at and what I'm doing. And, yeah, we still screw up. Yeah, they still take us down the wrong road. I'm not going to give them a hard time for it because they're also going to take us down the right road 5 times out of 6. And, they take us to the next level that if it was all left to me, if I had to do everything myself and figure it all out on my own, I couldn't possibly do it. So the employees are critical. So this was a long answer, but I thought it was a great question. So restate, the most important thing I've ever learned is direct response marketing. Open my eyes to everything. Study as much as you possibly can. Finance has to work itself in here somewhere, but I'm not even going to talk about it. Employees, computer systems, 3 most important things in my business, period. No doubt in my mind, those are the 3 most important things. Buying the right trucks, setting the trucks up properly, figuring out my prices, not going into debt, forcing credit cards, all those other things, those are all semantics. Those are all like just part of the puzzle that made us a success. The big overarching themes were those 3 things: computer system, marketing, and employees. So hopefully that's helpful. I hope it's insightful. I thought about this answer before I answered it, and I feel very good about what I've said. I think it's very truthful and very dead on from my experience. And I've been involved, as I think I've said, in not just one company, but multiple companies that have been in the millions that have been very successful. So I haven't seen it all, but I've seen a good amount, and I've been through a lot of experiences, and I think I think it's wise advice. So take it for what it's worth. Thank you very much.